Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, November 27th. Quite a quiet week to end the month of November here in the Mid-Atlantic region. We'll have a cold frontal passage around Thursday night. Other than that, a relatively dry week. There may be some showers associated with that frontal passage on Thursday night. Actually, the next couple of days, Tuesday and Wednesday, look quite mild compared to what we've had the past couple of weeks. High temperatures near the 60-degree mark in many parts of the I-95 corridor. We'll take a look ahead. It looks like the weather will get quite interesting again here in the central and eastern U.S. around the 10th of December. Another high-latitude blocking scenario looks like it'll develop by about that time, along with a deep upper-level trough in the central and eastern U.S. But until then, it looks like a relatively quiet pattern. Here is the Arctic Oscillation Index. We often take a look at the AO and the North Atlantic Oscillation Index this time of the year to give us some idea about the possibilities of high-latitude blocking. We focused in on high-latitude blocking for this upcoming winter in terms of the prospects for it in our winter outlook. And indeed, they're quite good. There are a couple of signals that showed some promise for high-latitude blocking, and it looks like that'll continue over the next couple of months, right through the winter season. Whenever there's high latitude blocking, you have abnormally high pressure over places like northern Canada, Greenland, Iceland, excuse me, and that could send some cold air outbreaks into the central and eastern U.S. Well, the Arctic Oscillation Index did drop into negative territory, which again is more correlated with high latitude blocking scenarios, but then it jumped right back up to the neutral position. But look at the forecast for the next couple of weeks. It drops sharply back down into negative territory. North Atlantic Oscillation basically negative over the next couple of weeks. So again, it looks like a quiet period this week, even perhaps next week, but then the following week by around the 10th or so of December looks like we'll get into some interesting action in the central and eastern U.S. Well, let's take a look ahead here at the 500 millibar height anomaly forecast maps excuse me, from last night's GFS ensemble run. And again, we're going to look for high latitude blocking. We actually have high latitude blocking right now, indicated here by the orange and red areas. This is abnormally high heights over places like Greenland, and indeed it's a chilly air mass here in the northeastern U.S. But watch as we go forward, and we'll actually turn a little bit milder over the next couple of days. Notice some oranges showing up here, higher heights than normal, higher temperatures than normal over the Midwest by as soon as this evening. And again, Tuesday and Wednesday, it looks like it'll turn quite mild here. Still high latitude blocking up over Greenland. But watch what happens as we move forward here. Again, relatively benign weather here, mainly on the normal to above normal side during the mid and latter part of the week here until that next cold front comes through. High latitude blocking tends to weaken somewhat by the latter part of this week, and then we keep moving forward here, and now we are into the early part of December here, around December 2nd or so. Still nothing impressive here in the central and eastern U.S. in terms of upper level low or deep upper level trough at this time. Let's keep moving forward here, and we still have some higher heights than normal, not only from Greenland but extending all the way down into the central and eastern U.S. This is early next week now by December 4th, Monday, December 4th, and then watch what happens as we move through next week. And again, we're starting to look at around the 10th of December as some interesting possibilities here. Here we are, later part of next week, around the 7th or 8th. Still, some high latitude blocking indicated here by higher heights than normal. And usually that results in some colder air outbreaks into the central and eastern U.S. Now, notice, by the 9th of December here, this is a week from this upcoming Saturday, so not this weekend, but the following weekend, thereabouts, around the 9th or 10th of December, we start to see upper level trough over the eastern part of the U.S. combined with high latitude blocking over Greenland. And that is when the weather will get interesting here, around December 10th or so. This trough tends to stick around, as does the blocking up over Greenland. So that combination is what we're looking for the potential for some cold and even some snow here in the central and eastern U.S. Again, we're talking about the 9th, 10th, or 11th of December. Looks like this week will certainly be a quiet week, and perhaps much of next week as well. Now, in terms of the short term, let's take a look at the 6Z GFS model run, and we'll move ahead in 6-hour increments. By the way, all of these maps available on tropicaltidbits.com. We start off the new week with high pressure centered over the Mid-Atlantic region, the interior Mid-Atlantic region. Still a little bit of a light northwest flow across places like northeastern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey. This high edges into the area. Winds much calmer today compared to yesterday. Still on the chilly side of normal. Again, let's move ahead in 6-hour increments. By this evening, pretty calm here in the Mid-Atlantic region. A chilly night tonight, probably conducive to some frost, late night frost. Winds will be light and the sky should be mostly clear. However, by the time we move into Tuesday midday, notice isobars starting to show up again here, a pretty tight pattern here. High pressure pushes off the coast. Mild air will move in on southwest low-level winds. Could hit 60 degrees in some parts of the I-95 corridor, not only tomorrow afternoon, but into Wednesday as well. Will be on the mild side. And here we go by Wednesday afternoon. Still high pressure in control. And then by the time Thursday rolls around, see the frontal system, the next cold frontal system approaching from the Great Lakes region. Probably dry during the day on Thursday, but there can be some shower activity Thursday night, and then that front pushes through back to a northerly flow to close out the work week on Friday. Cooler on Friday, a colder air mass following this frontal passage. Again, a couple of mild days on Tuesday and Wednesday, then a transition day on Thursday with a frontal passage Thursday night that could bring some showers. Turns colder again at the end of the work week. Generally, however, it's a quiet week here to end the month of November and begin the new month of December. It begins on Friday. Much more interesting weather. It looks like it will arrive in the central and eastern U.S. around the 9th, 10th, or 11th of the month of December. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.